Hard Rain is arguably one of Left 4 Dead 2's most insanely unique campaigns, and today we are going to be exploring and analyzing this map without being interrupted by these grunts. No infected, just exploring. In the opening scene of Hard Rain, we're told by Virgil to go get some gas cans and come back. This start off already is one of many reasons why Hard Rain is a very unique campaign, because where you start the campaign is also where you end it. Also, like a lot of other finales where you have to either grab the gas cans or wait for rescue, Hard Rain is a combination of both, meaning you have to grab the gas cans just like Atrium or the port to escape, but also wait for rescue just like Concert or Plantation. In other words, if you don't get what I'm saying, the whole of Hard Rain is technically a finale, just a very long one. And you know what they say, with the finale comes difficulty. The crucial parts of Hard Rain are also based on luck, and please correct me if I'm wrong here. When collecting the gas cans, there happens to only be 4 left for the 4 survivors. Now the premise around this is that I'm assuming they needed at least 4 to get to the parish, because if they needed any less, why carry 4, right? Now what are the odds they actually found 4 when they got there? Another thing I think is luck based is the rescue signal, that is the burger tank logo. Now in the beginning, the survivors were originally going to call Virgil with a flare gun located in a gun bag Nick was meant to carry but forgot.
Get back to shore, signal Virgil with the flare gun and the gun bag. Then we should just, oh, hell. Tell me someone brought the gun bag.
What gun bag?
I could tell you someone named Ellis brought the gun bag like he was supposed to, but I would be lying.
You didn't grab the guns? Me? Who died and made me gun monitor?
Okay, fair enough, these things happen. But considering that literally almost all electricity in the entire town is out, including the restaurant itself, what were the odds the burger tank sign would actually turn on? Wouldn't it be extremely low or very unlikely? I don't know, what do you guys think? The painter of doom and gloom. I give up, man. Virgil drops us off by a restaurant called Burger Tank. You can actually see an ad of it in the port. It looks like a parody of Five Guys, to be honest, and man, Coach must be living the dream. Guns and fast food in one place?
I sure wish the burger tank was open. I could go for a barbecue bacon burger, a large order of fries, and orange soda with no ice, and a piece of hot apple pie. God damn, I miss Burger Tank.
Personally, I'm a high fructose corn syrup woman myself.
This restaurant also serves as a safe house where all our utilities are. And because this is also where the finale takes place, the game advises players to utilize and strategize more. If you use all the medkits in the beginning, you have none left at the end. Slowly, we will uncover the real meaning of the Hard and Hard Rain, and it has nothing to do with the rain. Wait, what? This gas station nearby our store is out of gas. So, some helpful local put up an electronic sign telling us to walk 2 miles till we reach greatl diesel. Alright, let's head up this ramp and trespass some people's backyards. This boarded up door is where the last safe room in the campaign takes place. I can even use my free cam to look inside. Now obviously Valve only created this room and added Heavy Rain as a way to break the original level into 2 because the level itself of course is too big for a finale. In this segment of the neighborhood we see 2 crash cars.
Now that is a nasty wreck.
Now I can't blame the drivers, there were probably some busted ass deals going on at that garage sale. In this playground the swing set is missing and there are a lot of zombies here. I can only assume they attempted the swing sets of death from GTA 4. In the second segment of this town there's a lot to uncover. If you try walking through this thing here, your character automatically crouches. Damaged car model. Again, like I've said in my other videos, we don't talk about how these cars ended up in this condition because it never makes sense. A lot of these house owners own trailers and boats. Interesting painting. Someone tried stacking a bunch of cans out here but failed to get the last one on top. Or maybe they turned before they got the chance to. Some of these houses had gangs of zombies in them, suggesting the fact that some of the residents of this neighborhood are not to be messed with. A nice detail is that if you enter the house, you can hear the sounds of the rain hitting the roof.
Nice.
You can use the ramp to get to the upper deck of this building and use ladders to get on top of some of these buildings, creating somewhat of an alternate route, but no worries, we'll get into that later. Treehouse. Very cool. They had a sniper rifle inside of it. Something I don't think kids should be playing with. And finally, the garage sale. See, this is why those drivers were reckless. They're giving out stuff for free. We got a TV, a rusty pot, a mug that says hardly working, a microwave, this box that isn't movable but has nothing in it, and lastly, enough guns to give Whittaker a run for his money. And whoever was running this garage sale, although he doesn't have a garage, was on demon time. I found a gang of zombies inside of his house, and there's also some rain going through his ceiling for some reason, so he needs to get that fixed. he has an owl painting also. In the last segment of Milltown, there are of course more houses. In this house, there was a poor girl who spawns with weapons, probably fought for her life. The owner of this house wanted to put up some fences on his property, but unfortunately ran out of time. He should have called Vanoy and rented a fence. There are also some cedar flyers under this car. This is not safe. Evacuations in this area must be suspended indefinitely. Well, no, have been suspended indefinitely. You are advised to travel to New Orleans immediately. Do not attempt to communicate with infected individuals. These paranoid sons of bitches, I can't even make zombie friends in this economy. There are also more ladders leading to the rooftops in this segment, and the textures near the safe room don't blend in. Alright, let's head into the safe room. In the safe room, we can see writings on the walls, some of them thus notifying others that the sugar mill was a holdout spot, some realizing that Cedar ain't shit, and some warning us that the factory is full of witches. Now, usually in my videos I never hold weapons, but you guys watching probably understand why. Even just leaving the building where the safe room is located, we already hear the cries of a witch.
There's the mill.
Anyways, I welcome you out to greatl Sugar Co. We have another electronic sign here telling us the gas station is just 1 mile away, and another telling us to stay away because of the witches. Alright everybody, let's head into this mess. Now we can tell the rain has gotten harder and more aggressive. If I was to overanalyze this, I'd say the harder the rain, the harder the level. In this level, there are alternate routes players can take by following the pipes, vents, and generally higher ground, which prevents them from touching the ground. Keep this in mind for later. Right before the unfinished building, the game gives us a taste of what it feels like moving in water to prepare the players for what is to come next. Navigating our way through this unfinished building will lead us to an elevator which we need to take down to get to the other side. After making our way down, we have to travel through some sugar canes. But here's the catch though, there are witches in this sugar cane and it's almost impossible to see through the sugar cane, adding another layer of difficulty. There's also a lot of water in this cane field just to slow players down and add another layer of difficulty. On average, I encountered about 7 witches per run, and it made me think, why do witches spawn here so much anyways? I've seen theories on this and some saying it's probably the sugar they're attracted to, or maybe they just show up more often when it rains. But honestly, the witches are probably here because it's hard rain and Valve of course wanted to give players a hard time playing and a unique experience, so they increase the spawn rates of witches out here. Or maybe sugar alters and speeds up the rate of mutation, so there are just a lot of witches here because a lot of people got mutated quickly, more than the average. I don't know, bro. But if there is a reason out there, you guys should feel free to let me know. Finally, we've made it to the gas station. Now let's go get some gas. In this gas station is where I'd argue is the most emotional place in all of Left 4 Dead 2. The writings on the walls in this place made me actually feel bad for these non-existent people. The writings on the wall basically entail people hoping to see their loved ones again. Danielle, I'll be where we first met. See you soon, love. Mike. Christy, grab the dogs and head to New Orleans. I have Le Mops with me. I love you, Ricky. The girls and I are heading to New Orleans. Meet us there. Matt. Jackson took your sisters to New Orleans. Meet us at Kate's house. Be careful. Dad. And many more like this. What makes this even more sad is considering how hard this campaign is. Unfortunately, I'm pretty certain a lot of these families never got reunited, as some of them probably died on their way back or were even killed by military in the parish. Man, who's cutting onions out here? Valve is really just different. Let's go get some gas cans. In this segment from the video, I'm going to be talking about mill escape and return to town together rather than separately. On our way back, we must escape this hellhole. The rain has gotten harder, the skies are darker, lightning is striking, and the water level has risen. Even just moving through the same cane field where we were just at is now much slower as it has been flooded. And here is the real reason Valve added the hard rain. Because not only is the rain harder, but the levels are now harder to navigate and fight through. The rain can also make things less visible and make audio cues harder to hear. Because of this new added level of difficulty, most players are advised to take the higher ground as walking through the water slows you down heavily and is more likely to make you feel the level. Another unique thing about these next 2 levels of hard rain is that because you probably are taking the upper ground and an alternate route while doing the level backwards, it offers a different experience as when you previously walked through the level for the first time through the ground. The E sign here has also stopped working as a result of the rain. The ladders we saw earlier in the video now have a purpose here again. Don't mind me jumping roof to roof like Spider-Man. As I got to the save zone, I really wondered who removed the barricades and boards from these doors, because as we previously saw, these were all boarded up, so who removed them? Valve? We need answers. The ladder we also took to get up now does not exist. And we can also see the ramp that took us over the fence isn't here anymore because the boxes carrying it got carried away by the flood. The electronic sign at the finale also doesn't work as we expected. Now let's signal Virgil with our burger tank sign. A couple of tanks came up and just assuming maybe they thought that burger tank was open and they could get some fucking burgers or some shit. I don't know why they came. And also tried taking a swim. I really thought my character would hold on to the ledge, but there's no space for that. One tank tried following us onto the boat, but I don't think he knew he exceeded the weight limit. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to check out my other exploration videos. Swarm Fever is dropping tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And with that being said, you guys take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay blessed. It's Fable, and I'm out.